All right, Math 8, guess what? It's the second week of January, and that means that we are out of functions. We are out of slopes and intercepts. We're going to start talking about geometry, my favorite math subject. And I hope when we're done, it's your favorite too. Although, as you can see from this document, we will not stop talking about algebra. We will be interleaving as we learn our algebra in, and you can look. So rules of exponents is going to be in a couple weeks. Oh, roots and decimals next week. We're going to revisit that. We're going to look at slope and intercept at the end of February. So don't you worry. Everything we learned, I want you to remember. And so we'll have to go back to it and do some spacing, right? But new stuff. Let's first talk about the area of a right triangle. So areas of triangles. Triangles are the most rigid shape. They're a very important shape in our world because they can't break. They only have 3 sides. And it's really, we can measure distances that we couldn't otherwise just because of the properties of a triangle. And so one of the most basic properties of a triangle is its area. What is that formula? 1/2 base times height. Okay, so B base, H is height. And please also know the area formula for a rectangle or square is base times height. All right. 2 area formulas that you should already know, but if you don't, write them down and don't ever, ever forget them. Okay. So the next thing is, which sides are the base and the height? Okay, so the base and the height, you can write this down, are connected to the right angle. So you see this little box there? That's the right angle. Okay, it's called a right triangle because it has a right angle. There is no such thing as a left triangle because there's no left angle. There's only a right angle. All right, and a right angle is 90 degrees. That's why it's called a right angle. If you look around your room, you'll probably find a lot of right angles. And if they were not right angles, your room might not be as sturdy, which would make it wrong, you know? So that's why carpenters want it to be just right, so they get that right angle. 90 degrees is the right angle. All right, so now that we know where the right angle is, it doesn't matter which side you call the base and which side you call the height, just as long as you don't use the 5, because that's not the base or the height. So let's call B the base, or 3 the base, and we'll call 4 the height. All right, so then our formula is 1/2 base times height. So it's going to be 1/2 3 times 4. I always like to multiply my integers together first, but you don't have to. Just easier because now 1/2 of 12 is 6. Hopefully you know that half of 12 is 6. Ta-da! All right. Let's try that one more time. Warp speed. Okay, so here is our right angle. So there's our base and height. Formula is 1/2 base times height. 1/2 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 1/2 of 4 is 2. And we're done. So hopefully after doing all that slope and stuff, area of triangles is a nice little easy thing. Now, not all triangles are right triangles. This one is, well, kind of looks like a right triangle when I look right there, but they gave us a different height. So you see this guy right here, the 8 is the height. Now, how do I know that? Because it's not even a side of the right triangle. No, but it is connected to the right angle. All right, so you see that right angle there? The height is always connected to the right angle. And so that's why this 10 won't work. So this is going to be our height, and this is going to be our base. So again, 1/2 base times height. And now, wow, I do this one differently because 8 times 16, that's kind of a big number. So let me multiply 1/2 times 8, and that's 4. And now I'll just do 4 times 16. So 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 6 is 24. 64. 40 plus 24 is 64. All right, try it one more time. See, this one's weird because the height is outside of the triangle. Okay, so there's that height, it's the dashed line, and then the base is connected to it. All right. It's easy because they only gave us 2 sides, right? So I put the 6 first because it's the base, but also because I can multiply it easily by 1/2. And so I know that 15 times 3 is 45. All right. Now, what about doing a little bit of algebra? Let's say we know the area is 32. And we know our area formula. So we can put 32 in for A. And then this is our height. It's unknown. But we know the base is 8. So I'm going to write 8 here. And then I'll leave the H there. Or I could put X for it. All right, so now we're just going to solve. We're going to multiply 1/2 times 8, which is 4. Get 32 equals 4x. Now divide. What's 32 divided by 4? Is that 8? So x, our height, would be 8. All right, last one. Composite shapes. Very important one because not all shapes are nice, but we can break shapes down into nicer shapes. Shapes we can find the area of, and then just add those areas together. So this guy right here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon, I guess. But when I look at it, I see a rectangle. I see a square, and I see triangle 1 and triangle 2. Is that what you see? If you see the same thing, hey, boom. All right, so now we can find the area of the shape instead of knowing a brand new area formula by adding the rectangle plus the square plus triangle 1 plus triangle 2. So area formula for a rectangle is base times height. Area formula for a square is also base times height, but it's going to be different base and height. Area formula for a triangle 1. All right, so what is the area, the base and the height of the rectangle? It's 9, 3.5. What is the base and the height of the square? It's 2. And then how about this triangle? Well, that has 2 2s as well. And then how about this triangle here? The base and the height are 2 and 5. All right, so now we're just gonna multiply all those together. So what is, that's gonna be 27 and then 0.5, 1.5, so 28.5. Now I could be wrong, but can't be wrong. Can't be. Let's just verify. 9 times 3.5. 31.5. All right. Yeah. Do not want to do all this work and be looking for my mistake. All right, 31.5. Mr. Fields rushing. 2 times 2. Now I know that's 4. All right. And 1/2 times 2 times 2, 2. And then 1/2 times 2 times 5 is 5. All right, so 31.5 plus 4 is 35.5 plus 2 plus 5. And so that's going to be 42.5. Let's see if I got my mental math. It's getting late in the day. Mr. Fields getting tired, but I got it. All right. Let's do one more of those. So this one, oh, something to note. These little hash marks mean equal. It's a geometry thing. And so this one is tricky. So I know that this is 3, and I know that these are equal. So if the whole thing is 9, then these must be 3 as well. And so now I can find the area. This is 3 times 3, that's 9. And this is 3 times 3 divided by 2, right? 1/2, 3, 3. So that's going to be 4.5. Same thing over here. This is the way I like to do it. So 9. So 2 4.5s is 9, and 9, that's 18. All right. So give all these a try, and we'll meet in class. Hopefully you enjoy the material this week as a nice change of pace.